All right, at the Albuquerque Balloon Festival, the night one on Saturday.
The last one.
Last one. So we're just enjoying that with the family. There's a lot of people here and just enjoying the time.
So it's really fun. It's really nice. Definitely beats Friday morning where we froze our butts
Friday
off.
morning sucked.
So this should be fun.
Welcome to Albuquerque.
Albuquerque!
So we're here because of
The Balloon Fiesta.
And we have visitors coming down of
My mom, my stepdad, and my sister.
So in Albuquerque,
Stop. Stand up.
our main objective was the Balloon Fiesta. Finding a place to stay, and I don't think we planned this one far enough out.
So here's the thing. So we decided we're gonna go full time, and we were trying to lay out things that we wanted to do earlier in the year, and we were talking to my mom, and we were like, you know what would be fun?
Let's do this.
Let's do the Balloon Fiesta. And then it was kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, great. And then, no, it's not.
No.
And then when we finally decided to do it, we were able to get tickets, but you can't find camping anywhere. No.
Let's just say, closest place we found is called Route 66 Campground.
Yeah.
And it was 45 minutes?
45 minutes away. Because so the Balloon Fiesta, you can camp on the like on the grounds, but it sells out it sells out within like hours of them opening it up.
Yeah.
And they do it.
We didn't know that.
No, and they do it like 10 days after it stops from the year previous. So all that's been sold out. And so luckily, about 45 minutes further away, we were able to get a camping spot for a decent price, and then my mom, they were able to get a hotel fairly close to us.
Yeah, not too bad.
They drove down and met with us, and we decided, since we had never gone to the Fiesta, to do the bus ride in, because I read and I heard that the parking...
It was worth it, actually.
was a nightmare. And so, yeah, we tried
it. Was worth it.
But the problem with it, I think the only problem that I had, is you have to decide when you're gonna go, like in advance, because you buy these tickets in advance. So if it's cold, if it's rainy, you go. I guess they'll reschedule if it's rainy, but you go. So we wanted to go for 2 days. We wanted to do the morning, and we wanted to do the evening.
So we did a Friday morning.
We did the Friday morning,
and Saturday night.
Yeah. And
so
it was,
Friday morning was perfect.
It was freezing.
The weather was a warm 24 degrees.
Good morning. It is, what time is it? It is 3:30 in the morning. We just arrived at our park and ride for the Balloon Festival, and we're excited that it's not as cold as the weatherman had said. So luckily we had packed snow pants and snowshoes and all this stuff, so we're ready. We're gonna bring it anyway, but hopefully we don't need it. But we do have our layers, and we're excited.
Luckily we had, well, since we're from Colorado,
right,
kids had their snow gear on.
Like full suits.
We had our heated jackets on that we had bought years ago.
Hats,
gloves, little warmers,
on.
little hand warmers. And, well, we did all right.
We were prepared.
Yeah, we were prepared. We lasted a good 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 or 4 hours.
3 or 4 hours. But the awesome part was when we got there so early. Do you remember, Jeremiah?
No.
The first balloon was taken off right in front of where we had set.
Yeah, so we had set up really good in the fields, and it was just really cool to see all these teams come together and
they set up quickly.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
they blow it all up real fast, and it was really cool to see the dawn patrol is what they call it, and so they light them up, and one goes first. It's like kind of the tester.
So, I mean, it's a very up close and personal thing if that's what you want to do. And there's a lot of balloons, so you can actually pick a certain balloon and sit there until it takes off. So it's pretty cool that you can kind of do have the freedom of doing that.
Yeah, and they just have like rows and rows and rows of teams and balloons.
Yeah, they do a really great job. I know they've been doing it a long time, but they do a great job of organizing it.
Yeah, and we got breakfast burritos and hot chocolate, and it was really cool. Once the sun was starting to come up, then everyone really started to. They did like the mass ascension up, and it was an interesting experience because we've like being in Colorado, we used to live by a lake, and they in the fall would do balloon rides. So we're used to seeing oh, there's a balloon floating off in the distance, but never being right next to it or really close to it.
We all headed home to warm up for
some naps.
Yeah.
So we're at the
Wildlife West Zoo.
National Park and Rescue Wildlife.
Whatever. I see zoo signs. It's called a zoo.
What are your thoughts?
Actually, it was pretty awesome. Saw up close animals. Coyotes came up to us.
Mm-hmm.
Elk came up to us. Deer came up to us. All the wolves howled.
They were so cute.
Awesome. Not many people here, so you could actually spend time and look, and they all came out, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the price point was good. For our family of 4, we paid $28.
Yeah.
So not a bad trip at all.
And this is actually located right in Edgewood, which is about 20 miles from Albuquerque.
Yeah, west of Albuquerque.
So it was actually entertaining.
Yeah, I think if you're headed this way on the historic Route 66, definitely a good spot to stop and stretch your legs.
Yeah.
So.
Excellent.
To the Balloon Fiesta for it's the night glow.
Yeah.
Night glow or something like that. So they don't launch any of the balloons, but they blow them up and they keep them on the ground. And then the announcer will tell them to do a glow. So all of them hit their things and they're just popping all over the place. So it was pretty cool. It just lights up the sky. And the nice thing was it was much warmer.
Oh my gosh.
Than Friday morning. So it was actually, we could walk around, be comfortable.
Yeah. I didn't even need to put it, like I brought a light jacket.
Yeah,
I didn't even
we
have to
all
put
brought
it
all
on
this extra stuff just because we thought it was going to be cold, and we had just jackets and some t-shirts.
Yeah, it was cool just to see it. And so there's hundreds of thousands of people there walking around as these balloons are all getting set up. And Jeremiah, we were walking around just checking them out, and Jeremiah actually was able to hold one of the Wells Fargo balloons, like one of their like
the rope.
The rope.
Yeah, the anchor guy. So the guy was really sweet. He goes, I bet you could hold this balloon, and Jeremiah grabbed it, and he was just holding it down as much as possible. So it was kind of cool to get that experience. He got to experience the holding the balloon, so maybe next time he can go up in the balloon.
Yeah, it was. I just was shocked that he would even let him, because these balloons, it was kind of windy, so they were.
It was windy, so.
But he did a really good job, and that was really nice of that guy to do it. And he didn't nobody else got to do it, so it was really special for Jeremiah to be able to do that. And then they had, hands down, the best fireworks show I've ever seen in my entire life. It was on like both sides of the park, and they had these like skydivers that came down, and they had like things shooting off the back of them.
Sparklers or something coming off. I don't know what it was.
It was so incredible. And then the fireworks were so good. It was a really cool kind of finale to it. It was actually the second night before it had ended. And so it was a really cool kind of just big event that they had. And we have 3 tips for anybody who's going to the Balloon Fiesta for the first time, or who haven't been in like years and years and years. So I think the first one is go to a morning session and a night session, because they are vastly different, and you get a different feel for the whole fiesta.
Yeah.
The second thing is take the bus. It was cheap, it was easy, you didn't have to worry about finding parking and walking so much, and they literally drop you off like right at the gate. You walk right out, you come back in. It worked out really well, and the buses were fun, like they were decorated.
Yeah, and they use all their school buses.
Yeah, which was
really
cool.
They decorate the school buses on the inside, music. I don't know if all of them are like that, but
The few that we
The
were
few
on.
we had were like that, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, do it. So at the third thing would be just be aware of the weather and plan accordingly. You know, the Balloon Fiesta is always the last week of September, first week of October, and it can get cold.
It gets cold in
It can
Albuquerque.
snow, it can rain. You know, they're pretty high elevation, so be prepared. My mom, when they came down, they were not prepared. I told them, I was like, bring stuff, and they weren't. So they ended up going to Walmart. Like,
yeah, they bought a bunch of stuff.
but they were still so cold.
All right, we're gonna do a bonus also.
Okay.
Bonus thing is, if you stay in the park, I've heard it's awesome. We're gonna try this
Yes.
next year, but we don't know yet.
So with that, that was our trip to Albuquerque and the Balloon
Fiesta, Balloon Fiesta.
And next we
hurry.
are headed to Roswell. So we'll catch you next time.